Hi everyone. So raining. Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Hi Nat, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So what we'll do whilst people are joining, we'll just introduce both Morgan Brandon, and then you can introduce yourself as well. So yeah, for those that are joining, this is episode 4 of Spilling the TikTok Tea, where we share tips and tricks on how to grow a small business account on TikTok. So our guest today is Nat from Fizzywhizuk UK. So she will be giving us some tips and tricks on how she's grown her account to 50,000 followers. And we'll be talking a little bit about TikTok Shop and TikTok Live shopping as well. So for those joining, feel free to comment your business name, let us know who you are, and if you have got any questions throughout the live, feel free to pop your questions in the chat box, and we'll either answer your questions as they come through, or we can have a little Q&A session at the end. So we're Morgan Brandon, a marketing and TikTok agency, and this is Nat. Nat, if you want to introduce yourself and let everyone know about your business.
Yeah, I'm Nat. I'm from Fizzywhiz. We do fragrance oils, kits, so you can learn how to make products, set up businesses. That's pretty much what we're all about. We're a company that helps you set up your own business and helps you along the way.
Perfect. So we've got some questions for you today on how you've grown your account, and then we'll kind of go through those. And if you've got any questions about TikTok that you want to ask us, I'll give some advice on our end.
Yeah.
And then we've got a little quick fire round at the end, so that'll just be some quick questions for you to answer as well.
Okay, I'm just going to get a piece of paper. Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we've got a question. How much have you made directly from TikTok, and what is your net worth before TikTok? So for us, I joined our company, Morgan Brandon, January 2021, so 2 years ago now. So I set up the TikTok for ourselves. Prior to that, we didn't have a TikTok account. So over that period, so 2-year period, we've generated about £150,000 through TikTok. I'm not too sure about the figures before that, because we're an agency, so our boss Callum will know the answer to that. But yeah, so from TikTok we've generated about 150,000, which is good for a little agency based in Warrington. But prior to that we didn't have a huge following. We didn't have a big following anywhere else really. It was about 1,000 on Instagram. I think maybe like 200 likes on Facebook. So that's kind of where we've come from.
What can you offer us through your company? What do you offer?
Yeah, so we do a range of different things, really, starting from the smaller things, because obviously we do work with quite a lot of smaller businesses. So we try and offer loads of free tips on our page. We've got some free things like free content planner. We sometimes do like free webinars and stuff like that. And then kind of getting into the money side of things, we do strategy calls, which we'll give a business a strategy, and we'll help them develop a strategy for their TikTok. Then we've got like monthly coaching where we'll do that monthly strategy call, and then we'll also give them the content ideas for them to go and film. And then at the kind of higher end, we do TikTok management, so we'll do all the content creation, editing, posting, interacting, things like that.
And how much does this start from?
So obviously we've got the free things. We have done some masterclasses for like £25. We do audits for £50. Strategy call starts at £180, and then the coaching is like a monthly service, so £550 a month, or 3 months for £1,500. And then the content creation
with your coach, £550. What would myself and everyone, like all the businesses that are like with us, what would they get from that?
So in the coaching, we'd have a monthly strategy call. So in the strategy call, on the first month, we'd do things like competitor analysis. We'll come up with your content pillars. We'll do hashtag research, a guide for TikTok SEO, how you can reach your target audience, and just an overall strategy on how to grow, a plan of action, posting frequency, what type of content styles. And then from that, each month we'll look into the analytics, what's working, why is it working, what's not, why is it not, and kind of just revamping the strategy as we go. And then every week we'll send a personalized content plan with 5 video ideas. So over the month period, it'll be 20 ideas. With like what
that type of business.
What? Sorry.
With the ideas.
Yeah.
Is that like an overall for everybody or for that particular company?
Yeah, for like that individual company. So all the ideas will be catered to what you sell, what your goals are. It would be like completely one-to-one. So like, people come to us mainly with the coaching side of things when they can't think of content ideas, and they might have tried elsewhere trying to find their own ideas and things like that, but we'll kind of give a new look, fresh pair of eyes on the brand, coming up with like the strategy behind the actual posting, instead of just thinking, oh, I need to post a TikTok, I'll post one. So yeah, that's kind of the main things that we do. And obviously it's just nice for us to be able to offer like that wide variety of services, so we can help the smaller people, like the smaller businesses, and then we can help the larger clients as well that need, maybe like TikTok management, that we'll kind of take that off their hands and do that for them.
Okay.
So my first question for you is, how long ago now did you start your TikTok, and how long has it taken to grow to 50,000 followers?
Okay, so I started my TikTok in 21 myself, in about March 21.
Yeah.
But when I first started it, I didn't really know what it was all about, because I just kept seeing these people dancing and stuff, thinking, is this really the affirmation? Yeah. I'm no dancer. But I was getting addicted to it. I was getting addicted to watching everyone doing what they was doing.
Yeah.
And then I noticed TikTok Shop, and I thought, interesting. This could be a business app, not a dancing app. So that's when I thought, you know what? I'm going to put some videos together and see what happens with them. And that's pretty much where it went from there. Now, I ended up getting pregnant and couldn't do as many videos as I would have liked. So I think my account would be bigger if I didn't have that, like, so much time of not being able to create content.
Yeah.
And then I think with any with any account that does start building up a certain level, it's consistency more than anything.
Yeah.
As you know, you wouldn't be at 30,000 if you wasn't consistently going on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen unless you're lucky and something goes viral. But I feel like if you've got a shop and something goes viral, it's not going to give you continuous sales from that viral video at all. You might get a big influx of orders, but then it's your work that's got to keep that going.
Yeah, definitely. I think people kind of often think, oh, we're really going to go viral. They'll go viral. They might get
the business overnight going viral.
Yeah, and then
I don't actually think it's a good idea to go viral unless you're prepared to go from, say, 100 sales a day to 10,000 sales a day. Can you physically do it? And most companies can't.
Yeah.
Even myself would struggle going from that type of influx. So it's not something I've ever aspired to, going viral. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not like, this video is going to be the one.
Yeah, definitely.
Consistency going on there. You say, oh, I want to make that.
Yeah, that's exactly how we feel as well about TikTok. Yeah. Like, the reason we do it, and we kind of preach this to our clients and followers, is, you want to be on TikTok to create a community, to have them long-term sales coming in, create customer connections, loyal customers, instead of just one viral video that might get a load of people buying your product one-time thing, which is great. But
people ruined overnight because having to cancel all the orders, they couldn't their website are completely sold out, but they didn't actually have that amount of stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in because they was only used to selling 1 or 2 items, and that all of a sudden everything sold out. It's a nightmare. I've been there myself during COVID.
Yeah.
We had a website where we only sold like 1 or 2 items a month, and then we was mainly on eBay and Amazon at the time. And during that COVID period, everything sold out on eBay. Yeah. Like, the next one I go on the website, and now I've suddenly got sales on the website that I've never had before. And I was like, how are we even going to do this? Do you see what I mean? That's how it happened to me. So even though that wasn't viral, it was like a similar thing to what could happen. And that's why I inspired to it at all, because it's an app. It can be done, but it's a nightmare.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree. Hi, Fox and Willow. Thanks for joining, guys. So next question, what impact has TikTok had on your business? Have you found that you do generate sales through TikTok? Is that a new platform for you now?
Do I generate sales through TikTok?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do generate sales through TikTok, and I can have some really good times. I've only just got the account where I can sell more than like 50 items.
Yeah.
So when it was only on 50 items, it was a bit annoying because all the work you've got to put through for 50 sales is sometimes just really not worth it when you're getting that elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? Without having to do that work. Now my account's unlimited. Come January, we're going to be live pretty much all the time with our new venture that we're going down.
That's good.
And it'd be good to have this again when we've done that.
Yeah.
You know, so I can actually say the difference, what it's made.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'd definitely say it's made a difference to my income monthly, but not massively.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on all the time, because I've only just got the account lifted from what we was allowed to sell.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if we was allowed to sell more back in September and October,
I
smashed it. But it only lifted in November.
Yeah. So obviously.
But other things then.
Yeah, so you've been able to see an impact on when you can sell all those different products. You know, there is an actual impact on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've also got Instagram. You're quite big on Instagram. So how do you kind of distribute your time on, like, in a social media sense from TikTok to Instagram?
You just do it.
Yeah.
there's no like right at 6 o'clock we're going to do this, and at 7 o'clock I'm going to do that. You just do it. So if you're sitting down and you're doing your socials, go and do all your quick posts and your quick whatever you're going to write and your photos up or videos you're going to download, and just do it. Then look, because if you start scrolling, you get nothing done.
Yeah, 100%. And do you post your TikToks to Reels, or do you like cross post?
And it works. It really does work. But I'm finding that YouTube is getting a much better response with the TikTok posts going to there now at the minute.
Yeah, we found the same.
And that's working.
Yeah, that's good. We've only just recently started doing YouTube shorts, but we're just taking our TikToks and posting them there.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Like in that, in the engagement on YouTube more so.
More likes from it. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, no, that one's working for me, and it's getting you subscribers because you've got to build up the subscribers, haven't you?
Yeah. So do you have like a TikTok strategy at all that you follow, or is it just kind of you go, you do it as you go?
I recommend that you go live.
Yeah.
And if you're too scared to go live, then you need to do what we're doing with somebody else, because I think that's what's got my nerves away. Because I remember when I wanted to come on, I was like, I'm not going on my own. There's no way I'm doing it. And I thought, I'll have to do my hair. I'll have to make sure I've got makeup on. I'll have to make sure this. And I thought, you know what? I work in a warehouse. There's no way I can look like that today. It's not going to happen. So I just came on as myself, and with someone else at the time called. And we just had a chat. And then I thought, I can do this. And it went from there, literally.
Yeah, definitely. So do you think?
I'm not the most person in the world, but I'll come on.
Yeah. Do you think lives have been like one of the biggest things then for you for growing?
Like if it wasn't a live, we wouldn't have grown on it.
Yeah, that's mad. That tends to be like what most of the people that were having these Spill the TikTok tea episodes, a lot of people say, lives is one of, if not the best way to create that community, and that's kind of what we're trying to do.
If I live, there wouldn't really be a TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I do the odd videos and stuff before ever going live, don't get me wrong. But did it generate me income now? Yeah. Lives do generate income.
So do you think you need to be posting TikToks as well as going lives, or both?
Because if you don't post TikToks, then no one knows who you are. And if no one knows who you are, then you're not going to sell your product or your service or whatever you do. Yeah. So you definitely need to do that, because I think that your live backs you up on your posts. Do you know what I mean? It works in hands with each other. Yeah.
And that's kind of, again, what we've been saying to clients and to followers, that, you need to be posting the TikToks to get the brand awareness out there, but you need to be going live to generate the sales and to create the community and the customer connections. So definitely doing both, incorporating both into your TikTok plans, your strategy. is definitely the way forward. And with TikTok Shop, I assume you put your TikTok Shop products on the lives so people can shop whilst you're live?
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you got any kind of tips for how to do that, how to sell through the lives?
Do you mean the shop being on during the live and you're putting it on, or
like once it's on?
Yeah.
How do you then gain the traction? How do you encourage people whilst you're live to tap the basket icon and
you've got to hope that the customers that are coming on, or your communities that are coming on, is wanting the stuff that you've got. That starts, because we could promote it and get thousands of people coming into the shop, but that doesn't mean they all want some ingredients at the minute. That's what we sell. So it's a bit harder for us because we're not the final product. Now, if we was the final product, such as bath bombs or wax melts or something, I find that a little bit easier to be able to sell. Because I could then say why you need it. Well, it's a bit hard to say why you need an ingredient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So luckily enough for me, everyone that's on here is amazing. They've all got businesses that need the ingredients.
Yeah.
So if I come on, if there's a discount, or I've put special boxes together that I don't sell anywhere else, then that massively helps me. But then it also helps them, because now they're getting a discounted variety of products that they can actually turn into money. So it's a good situation for me to be in.
Yeah, definitely. A few comments and stuff coming through, so I'll just have a look what we've missed. House of Glitter says, I had to stop TikTok Shop because I sold all my stock but couldn't afford to buy more due to the slow payments. Yeah, that is kind of a common issue that we have been seeing with TikTok, because it does take a while for that money to get.
You're waiting for a month for your money. So personally, because of where I'm up to now, it's not really affecting me because my stock levels are quite high anyway. So I've already got it because of other platforms I'm on. So I'm lucky in that situation to be there. If I was just starting out, I'd probably find that a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But what I do recommend is don't put it all on. Put what you can actually afford to wait for that payment for.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, you're going to cause yourself mega issues.
Yeah, good tip. Weeds in the Book said hi. So hi, Katie. That's one of our clients. Fox and Willow said, no, I think Fizzywhiz is a need pain point. Get a loan from the British Business Bank. Right, okay, so that was for House of Glitter, I think. But yeah, so with reference to the pain point, obviously you were saying before, it's harder to show people that they need an ingredient, but there are a lot of people that do need the ingredient. So kind of having that, addressing the pain points and saying, this is what you need and here's how we can help, and this is, where the solution to your problem is kind of the way to combat.
How I do the lives, because fragrance oils aren't just to make a bath bomb or a wax melt. They can literally make your house smell amazing.
Yeah.
If you've got a diffuser, a few drops in, and it's freaking amazing. That's the smell just there within seconds. And if you live in a house full of boys, you need that. However, I want to grow businesses more than I want to sell ingredients. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe that a lot of the people that follow me, I can grow them to be where I'm up to.
Yeah.
I started with nothing. So I think that's where my passion comes from, because I literally had nothing. I haven't come from a fortunate family where where you just get hands of cash. I started with £4 and I grew up. So when someone says, oh, I can't do it, or I'm skint, or I've got no money, or blah, 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 it's a load of ass, in my opinion, because you can do it. It just takes time. And time's the main key in any businesses to grow. You need to put time into it. If you're not going to put time into it, then what's the point? Someone else will.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's another thing. Say someone's got a full-time job, and I've already got a full-time job. How many times do you sit there scrolling through your phone for 2 hours doing nothing? Because we all do, and we can't say we don't, because I know I do. But I do take into account what I'm scrolling, what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Will that help with my business? Could I do something like that? And sometimes it's just a case of entertainment, because I've had enough of the day. I don't want any more business things now. I just want to be entertained. But those 2 hours each day that we all do, it could be on your breaks, it could be in your bed when you go to bed, or I mean, loads of people go to the toilet and use the fucking phone. There's loads of times when you could be doing stuff. You could do a quick post during these times. Do you know what I mean? That time is the key to
100%.
when it comes to this. And if you're not willing or can't put that time in, don't even start.
Yeah.
Because you'll be that person that says, I don't make sales. I'm doing everything I can and I'm not getting the sale in, or it's really, really slow at the minute. Thinking about just quitting it all. What's the point? If you're a negative Nancy like that, then quit now. Because there's no point. There is no point. If you think, oh, because I've only had 2 sales today, then I'm giving up. Why have you had 2 sales? Go and look at why you've had 2 sales, because there's always a reason. Now, yeah, I know people are financially in situations at the minute where it's not going to help at all, especially with gas, lecky and stuff like that. But there's loads of opportunities out there to make that extra income, and it's just being able to put people in the right direction to do that. But again, it's time.
Yeah, 100%. I think, like, you know, like you said, a lot of people say, oh, I've not got any time, but we all sit there scrolling. So if you do invest that time to do something productive and something that can benefit your business, you know, then you do have the time. You just need to make sure that you're prioritizing that time and, you know, managing the time effectively.
Like even videos can take time to do, as you know. Sometimes you can draft them so you can say, right, okay, I'm going to do this amount of videos today, but I'm not going to share them all today. This is now a week's worth of content.
Yeah.
And I'll
so is that what you do, like batch create?
Yes. So I will say I'm doing a bubble bath, for example. I will make loads of different colours on that day. I might not create another one for the next 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
But I know I've got a lot of content I can keep putting together into pieces to make it look like a completely different film again.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So, yeah, it might have took me 3 or 4 hours to do, but I've got 3, 4, 5 months worth of content out of 3 or 4 hours, rather than spending 3 or 4 hours for one video and never using them little snippets for something more.
Yeah, this is something that, a lot of people say, like, you know, I've not got time to film all the TikToks and stuff like that. But I do the exact same. So every Monday, obviously it's a little different for me because TikTok is my job. So Monday to Friday, you know, I can distribute my time, you know, differently to how a small business could. But for me, on a Monday, I'll spend an hour planning what videos do I want over the next week. And for us, we post 3 times a day at the moment. So that's, you know, quite a lot of videos.
A lot of stuff that I look into, because I do a lot of research, it does say post 3 times a day and blah, blah, blah. A lot of people do not have the time for 3
posts. Yeah. But if
we've got a warehouse in here now, we've got 15 staff on the feet, trying to get everything else. It's the Christmas rush. Imagine me going out there and saying, I've got to do 3 videos. That potentially is 12 hours worth of work. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If you do the little snippets, as I say, to get all this type of content, then it will massively help. 3 times a day.
It's not essential, and we always
your face and you're saying something, then I feel like you can. But if you're physically making products and stuff like that, then I don't feel like you can. However, you've got live.
Yeah.
Why are you making? Put yourself live. Because now you're sharing why you're not putting these content creation videos on. Because you're doing that.
Yeah.
But you can actually film your live.
Yeah, we've been doing that as well, yeah.
And then you can edit,
create that into
take little snippets from your live if you wanted to. So that's another way of making videos. If you haven't got the time to make videos, use that as your video.
Yeah,
you can be recording yourself live.
Yeah, like I record myself recording our TikToks to use the footage of me making the TikToks and just to put loads of text on top, because it's such an easy way to repurpose that piece of content, the raw footage, and consistently create
what you've well.
Yeah. So, like, even if, you know, obviously we do post 3 times a day, but that's what, 21 videos. I could post that over an entire month. I don't have to post more than 1 week. That's an entire month of footage from maybe about 4 hours of my day.
Yeah.
But it's a month of content, you know, and that's something that we definitely recommend to people. So if the people that are listening and watch this back, if you're not batch creating or thinking how you can more effectively create content and save time in that process, you know, definitely take Nat's advice there and start, you know, if you're going to be focusing on one product, get loads of content on that product so you don't have to keep coming back to it and, you know, spending unnecessary time creating content
There's plenty of times I'm on a live and I've got another phone saying, right, I need to film this because that's going to be my content next week.
Yeah.
What would be the point of me doing the live showing what I was doing and then not taking that content? Because now I've got to go and do that again once I come off the live, which I might as well be on the live doing, showing you what it is. So, yeah.
I think we had a question there. So House of Glitter said, do you find daytime or evenings better for shop lives? Have you had any kind of...
I would prefer to do one in the night, I'm not going to lie. So from, say, 7:30 in the night time, if you're lucky, your kids have gone to bed. And then what are you doing? You're scrolling. You're just sitting there scrolling. You're meant to be having communication with your partner, but you're just clearly not because you're on your phone. And that is when you could be forced from inside. Go, I want that. I need to buy it. Do you see what I mean? Because it's there to space. You know, I want this. I've got to get it. It's impulsive, isn't it? So, yeah, I'd definitely say if you can do the night, do it. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to be able to do night times. I'm in all day and then I've got the kids overnight. But if you haven't got the kids and they're not in the way, then definitely do the night. I can't come all the way to this warehouse and do nighttime. It's not going to happen. But I do see people, they do get more people coming onto the lives in the night than they will in the day.
Yeah.
People work at the time as well. And then you don't want to do it between like 3 and 5 o'clock because that's when people do the school runs and the tea.
Yeah. You said before that you do on TikTok Live, sometimes you create like bundles and like maybe like mystery products that you don't sell anywhere else. So can you kind of elaborate a bit on that? Because I think that would be a good thing for people to do.
Sam, there is absolutely no point in having other forms of platforms to sell on if everything is genetically the same on them all. Because say, for example, we was on Amazon, you got Prime, so people will get the next day. So why would they use your website if it's on there? And then say you've got on here, but you've got everything on your website, but the website offers a quicker postage. Well, here offers a free postage. Do you know what I mean? The website doesn't offer bundles that I might put together on TikTok. The website doesn't offer the deals that I might put together on TikTok during me live. Like right now, we've got 25% off our fragrance oils, kits, mica, and glitter. Right now, while we're on this live, for anyone to get, if you can me. But that is not on that's not on any other platform. That is during my live only on here. So it gives you the reason to come on here, save yourself a fortune, and yeah, hopefully you can make products from it and earn money.
Yeah, fab.
That's why things from different platforms.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good tip for everyone watching, like, you know, creating those different products so people have got an incentive to actually buy the product.
Otherwise, it'd be pointless. If it was all genetically the same on every single platform, then whoever was suited to your site would stay there. Whoever was suited to Prime would stay there. Whoever was suited to here would stay here. But realistically, you want them to have a little wonder on them all.
Yeah. Karen said, how do you start selling on TikTok? So I think from what, you know, we've spoken about so far, it would be to create TikToks and get them out there to boost your brand and then go live to actually start selling it. I
definitely wouldn't try and build an account on a selling account with nothing. I definitely would start putting content out there, getting people to know who you are, start showing your stuff, what you do before you put a shop. Otherwise, I feel like you would be disheartened because you haven't got no one to buy your stuff. I've watched so many lives where people have set up the shop and they're not getting the sales, and I know their products are amazing, but there's nothing I can do to help them because you need to build your community first, and that takes time and months to do. You know, you're lucky if you go viral, as I say, because that will shoot you up straight away, but then people are not really going to stay about. It just happened to like it at the time. Yeah, no, you need to make content. You need to start going live and being very consistent. Now, if your consistency, you can only do 3 times a week, then that is what you stay at. So everyone knows you post over Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and they look forward to your posts. Or as you do 3 times a day. So if you didn't do 3 times a day for the next 3 days, I'd be thinking, where's Anna? Why aren't I seeing her things? So that's what I mean with consistency. That's when people know. I try to be as live as often as I can, but just sometimes things get in the way. But I'm going to make my priority, and I want to see the difference personally come January of being on 5 days a week.
Right, okay.
So if we have this little meeting again come February, I'll let you know the results of that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'd love to have you back. Yeah, so five lives a week. Would that be in the weekends? What?
It'll be during the week, during working days, Monday to Friday. We're going to be live, but we're going to be live showing you all the new products that we're making.
Yeah, fab. I think from like, you know, again, from what people have said in these episodes and just in general, you know, the same message is consistently being said to go live more often. Me and Callum, who's the owner of Morgan Brandon, we currently go live every Thursday together. I'm now doing these every Tuesday, and we're trying to think of ways, you know, more reasons for us to go live, because for us it's different being a service-based business. We've not got a TikTok shop. We're not coming on to, like, you know, to show off our products because we've not got any, but kind of thinking of ways that we can build that community and to generate those relationships with people. Because that really is the key on TikTok, to have those people that look forward to see your content, they look forward to join your lives.
I personally would like seeing a company like yours physically doing what you do during the live, even if it was just a 20-minute snippet of what you actually do, or your boards up and this is the ideas and how we're going to go about this, and so people see the brains behind the idea and see that it's not just you reading a book and then giving me this information. Do you know what I mean? They're seeing what goes behind what you do. I mean, I've been doing a hell of a lot of research. I've got an idea of a lot of the stuff you do, and I could make content with that.
Yeah.
Literally going live with like a drawing board of this is where we're going to go with this and this is where we're going to go with that, and this is the type of planners we do, and blah, blah, blah. Just showing that type of stuff. I definitely think that's something that you could do.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like in the new year, we are planning on kind of boosting those lives, getting live more often. So definitely.
Is putting your content planners together as a physical form, and then have your TikTok shop. And then
we have kind
of planners and for your content.
Yeah, we would like to get some sort of, you know, actual products that we can put on TikTok shop and kind of showing how to use them, sending them off. I think that would definitely be good for our kind of.
It definitely would.
Yeah. So what do you think? So we've gone through the lives. What's your like number one message for small businesses trying to go on TikTok then?
You need to sit down first and think, can you do it? Can you put the time in it? Because if you haven't got the time and you're not willing to put the time, or you're giving the excuses, then don't start. But if you are willing to put the time in, then you do need a strategy. So like using a company like your own that can put you in literally that situation. This is what you need to do. This is how often you need to do it. And can you do it? Because that can you do is the big question. Can you do it? Everyone can sell something. Everyone can eventually come on here and be confident and speak out and do whatever, but that doesn't mean you're still going to get sales from that point. It's all the work behind the scenes is what makes that happen. And if you're not doing any work behind the scenes and you're just going to sit there like, oh, hello, you're not going to get anywhere with it at all. It's not going to happen. So you need to know. I seriously think you need at least 1 to 2 hours a day where you just say, I would do everything it takes for my social media right now during this 1 and 2 hours, and I would do everything I have to do during this 1 and 2 hours, even if it's split into 2.
Yeah.
You do need that amount of time every day, and if you've got that time, then what's stopping you?
Yeah, 100%. And with, obviously, you have grown quite a big following. Mm-hmm. Have you found that the followers have come from the content that you're posting or the lives more so?
My followers have came from everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily just here.
Yeah.
Lives, I gain anywhere between 15 and 30 followers a live. So if you add that up over the month, it does add up.
Yeah.
And then I do gain people following over my videos too. And my next move is going to go with the influencers and the affiliates on here.
Yeah.
And see where we go with that one.
Yeah, I think like user generated content, influencers are massive on TikTok. So businesses that are kind of tapping into that market and finding people. Don't have to be influencers, you know, even if it's just people that have got a high following, that have good engagement, but that fit your brand.
You've definitely got to fit your brand, because if you go and get a football player, for example, how are they going to be able to sell a fragrance oil with? Do you know what I mean? Unless it's their aftershave after selling. You definitely need people that are in your niche, 100%. Some way or another. So I would easily be able to fit into like home cleaning, because we sell stuff like the wax melt stuff, bath and body stuff and all that type of thing. So I definitely fit into that, but I can also fit into crafting, because we've got all the kits and you can learn how to craft away, and the glitters, the makers, the colours. So I can fit into two niches really. You don't really want to go into, like, I wouldn't fit into fashion. It just wouldn't. You're right. So I could go and get the biggest influencer in fashion all I want, but their followers wouldn't really want my things, because they want clothes and bags and shoes. They don't want wax melts and things like that. But anyone that like loves home cleaning and making your home smell nice and your car smell nice, or likes little nice gifts and stuff like that, then they're the ones that I really need to be getting with.
Yeah, 100%. And I think like people forget that quite a lot when they are getting influencers, and they'll go for the footballers, and they'll go for you know, these bigger, you know, proper influencers that don't actually fit the brand, because you think, oh, they've got 1 million followers, I'll get loads of sales through that. But if their target audience don't care about your products, you're not going to get any.
You're not going to get
well found.
I'll give people an example. Say you spend £15,000 on an influencer because they've got 1.5 million. Because what the type figures you're looking at, if they're not anywhere in your niche, then they haven't got anybody, unless it's just happens to happen that they like it, that wants your product. But if you go and get someone with 1.5 million followers that loves the home cleaning, for example, let's go with Mrs. Hinch. Yeah. She loves a wax melt. She likes the home smell nice. She likes it nice and clean. If she went and put something on, you'd be viral overnight.
Yeah.
So it'd be worth the investment. So it just depends what you do to which type of person you go for. So it is really, even before you contact someone, learn everything about that person first and think, you know, do they fit where I need them to fit?
Yeah, and that's a key word that you've just used there, the investment. So, you know, people have to remember that when they are getting these influencers or user-generated content people, or, you know, outsourcing things like getting, you know, strategy stuff and whatever, you're investing to get that money back and more to your company.
Yes. And 9 times out of 10, you don't even get their figure that they charge if you go for big people.
Yeah.
You just don't get that back straight away. You might over time, as long as you're very consistent in what you're doing. But you've got to hope that that influencer that you choose as well is really engaging in the product that they're trying to sell, and they're not just standing there with a picture.
Yeah.
That does not sell what you're doing. You want them to actually do it. Or, oh my God, put it on, have a little collection, buy what they do. Everyone thinks they use only their stuff. It must be good. Do you see what I mean? Other than an influencer that stands there and just shows the object. I mean, if I freaking paid an influencer that just stood there and showed the object, I'd tell them to shove it up their ass. You know what I mean? Because it's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's not making.
You need to know that you're going to have rapport with them, that you're going to be able to say, oh, would you be able to do this? Or maybe do this? Because it's worth it for them, because they're probably an affiliate in the first place anyway. So yeah, it's really worth the investment in time too, not just money, in working out. Is it even worth contacting that influencer? Are they going to help your brand? Are they going to help you sell more products or make more brand awareness for your company?
Yeah, definitely. Jennifer said, do you need business insurance selling on TikTok to protect yourself?
I have business insurance in general, and if you own a business, then you should have some sort of insurance in itself. But as a TikTok insurance, I don't think that exists.
No, I don't think it's specifically a TikTok insurance, but obviously if you are selling and you're a business, to have business insurance. But I don't think that's like...
It's not a thing you have to have just because you sell on TikTok, but as a business itself, you know, what are you going to do with this product? Burn someone's skin. You know, what are you going to do if someone has a really massive allergic reaction with that product? You definitely need liability insurance.
Yeah. So K Jones 284 said, morning from India. I didn't have business insurance, but I'm new. Let us know what your business is in the comments. Also, Karen said before, is there any other good platforms to sell on? So obviously you can kind of sell through a wide range of different places at the moment. Obviously that's on Amazon, eBay, TikTok Shop. You've got the different social media platforms. But for us at the moment, TikTok is a good way to get the brand awareness out there and to sell through the same platform.
I think TikTok can make any business bigger than any other platform.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. So I'm getting nothing from this, by the way, everyone. So if you think I'm on here and it's like something and getting something out of it, I'm not. So it is for you. TikTok will massively change your business if you put the time into it. You're going live. You're getting a free live shop. If you're on the telly live, it's going to cost you. This is a free live shop to literally get your business out there. As long as you put the time in, the effort in, show people what you're doing, start getting a rapport with them, building a community, getting to know people by name, getting to have a feel for your customers and not just random people are constantly coming on every day, then I think this is the perfect platform. I'm actually surprised we're being charged to use it.
Yeah, 100%. My lazy tech said, how can you target one product to make it go viral? So me and Nat were saying before, you know, you shouldn't kind of have the intention in mind to go viral. Obviously, you want to promote your product and to show off its benefits, but the main thing for you to actually sell that product is to create customer connections, create a community, and then sell it. So I think depending on what the product is, the main thing when you're creating content about that would be to address the pain points that the product is kind of providing a solution for. And that way you're going to be attracting the right people who are facing those problems, and you can then position your brand as that solution for them. And obviously if the product is good and, you know, can provide a solution, that'll make the content go up and, you know, boost that out into the algorithm, the more people are engaging with it. And then like Nat does, going live quite frequently as well, using TikTok Shop, selling the products through that is key really from our experience.
Chat with people though as well and get to know people. You know, that I don't necessarily just do that for a business purpose, but I like to get to know who everybody is I'm actually chatting to, because we can't see everybody we're chatting to. So it's nice to get a feel that actually I do know you because I'm chatting to you regularly. Do you know what I mean? And I went that business where I just didn't know who anybody was. And again, with this viral comment coming up and it just wanting to be viral, can you go viral overnight? And in most cases, it ruins businesses. So again, that's something I just don't recommend at all to have the intentions of doing, unless you're a company that's well established, that's got a lot of stock on the shelves, that's thinking if we go viral, we can finally clear these shelves. Then if you want to do that, go the influencer's way and go higher up and pay for them with your niche. And then you probably will start selling that stuff off the shelves, but you're only probably going to make your money back at first because you've got to pay all these marketing influencers and extra staff. Think about the staff. If you've got 1,000 orders today, are you going to get that out tomorrow? When your customers expect that in 2 to 3 days, are you now suddenly going to be able to get your 30 you're used to 1,000? Oh yeah, this is every single day for the next 7 days. It's not really going to happen. You'll ruin your business. So my advice is to try and, what I say every year, and it's like a little competition with myself. I want to double what I've done the year before. Because I know I can handle a double.
Yeah, fab.
But if I doubled what I'd done the month before, I'd shit myself. Do you see what I mean? Because it's just too much of a jump.
Yeah.
It has to be the year. So I'm watching the increase throughout the whole year. Then I can get the staff that we need for that. Then I can get the products. I know how long things are going to take. Well, luckily for me, a lot of my stuff is from the UK.
Yeah.
We do get some stuff from the likes of China and stuff imported in, but I buy in that much bulk. We're really out of stock of it. So people that are making the products though, you haven't got like a ton container sitting over there full of wax that you're now going to need to melt because you're used to melting your 20 kilo box of wax to make a month's worth of products, if not longer. But now you need that ready in 2 days. You're just not ready. But you think you are. You think you want to be ready. But even I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, because people don't really think of the logistics of actually going viral. So when it happens,
the logistics of it would be an absolute
sustainable. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of like the big things. So Jennifer said, so don't mean TikTok insurance business itself. If you are bringing your business onto this platform to sell, should you have business insurance to start with?
You should already have liability insurance.
Yeah.
And it's not that expensive. It's only about 69, if I'm right, pounds a year, something like that. For that particular one, I have to get different insurance because I've got a warehouse, and then I've got loads of staff, and it goes by the amount of staff, the ratios, and the size of the building, and how much product you've got. So my insurance is slightly different, and that's Lee's side of the business, not mine. But I do know you need public liability.
Yeah. House of Glitter said, I buy from a wholesale, and she said that her product insurance covers everything that arises from using her products. So yeah, obviously depending on, you know, where you get your products and things like that, it could be different. So just kind of look into that and make sure that you're covered for you know, selling on TikTok. My Lisa text said, would it be different? Not sure what you mean. Let me know what you mean by that. Oh yeah, so Husband said, yeah, if the product is faulty and causes a problem, I'd send my customer to them. Fox and Willow, I love this woman, Mrs. Motivator. I think that's like you, Nat. So yeah, I think we're kind of at the end of the questions, I think now. So yeah, have you got any? Oh, do you do these lives every morning? So we do these lives every Tuesday. So these are spilling the TikTok tea. Every Tuesday, I have a small business on our live, and we kind of go through different things about TikTok and, you know, share their tips from their experience. And it's a good way for you guys who are small businesses, or, you know, businesses in general, to get some motivation from that, and to see that it is achievable. You know, kind of giving a bit of motivation, giving some tips, giving some expertise. And then on a Thursday, me and Callum go live. Callum's the owner of Morgan Branding, and we just do like technical TikTok talk. If you've got any questions, we'll answer. We'll help you with your problems. And then Nat, how often do you go live? What do you do?
So I haven't got a consistency in it just yet. So I come on when I can.
Yeah.
But I will be doing 5 days a week from January. And as I say, I'll show you all the results come to February, because I'm going to mark how many people I'm on the 1st of January, and see how many people I'm on the 1st of February. And also see if there's an increase in sales as well, Jordan. That should be the worst time of the year for us. It's January, no one's got no money. It's that simple. So we've got to see what we can do.
Yeah. Well,
you know, even doing the office work, I will come on lives and have a little chat. So I do recommend you go on as often as you possibly can, but don't feel forced that you have to, because then you can see the forceness in you too. There's plenty of times where I've just put my camera on. I think I was more inclined to come on to TikTok lives, like as a little challenge, when we could get vouchers and stuff.
Yeah.
That definitely made me want to come on more, because I was like, oh no, I've definitely got to do this amount of lives because I want to get my customers this amount of money off the products. Incentives really make a difference, I believe, to keep people going live. And if you're going to start your own shop now, then you will be entitled to those incentives for some time. Mine have ended now. So I've got to I've got to build up the wanting to come on, the reason why I want to be on. But again, I've got a reason to be on come January with what we're doing. And I just think it'll make a difference anyway in general. So I'm going to do it, and we'll see where we go with it.
Yeah, 100%. So if everyone wants Nat back on then in February, send us a like. I'm sure we'll have you back on, because we are going to try and do these. We only started the series this in November, it was, but hoping to kind of roll it out now for, you know, every Tuesday, apart from obviously over the Christmas.
It's definitely good if you can get us on with another company that's on as well. So we've got opinions, because it'll help you as well with there's obviously information we've got that you haven't, because we are the actual product side of things. We're using the service side of the business, basically. So there'll be the odd thing that I say where you go, ka-ching, that is what we needed to know. We can now make this from that. I get it. So maybe if you had a few businesses on at once, that would help you massively as well, get an understanding of several businesses all at once with the type of responses we're coming out with.
Yeah, fab. It could be good to have, like, you know, the product-based businesses that we've had on so far in Feb, to see how everyone's getting back on, have a bit of a catch-up with everyone.
That'd be good. Yeah,
fab. Well, last thing, I've got a quick fire round for you now.
Okay.
So we've got.
I'll try my best.
They're not hard, I don't think. And then at the end of that, if anyone's got any more questions, or not, if you've got any questions, we'll take them, and then we'll be calling the live off at about 2:00. So quick fire round. So what is a podcast that you would recommend?
Podcast that I would recommend. Again, it goes down to your niche, doesn't it, with what you do and why you do it. So it's hard for me to recommend something unless that's your niche.
Yeah. Have you got anything?
A podcast of your niche.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favourite TikTok trend?
At the minute, I'm liking these people with the hands on the heads.
Yeah, from Wednesday. Have you seen Wednesday? Have you watched it?
No, not yet.
Oh, you'll have to. I watched it the other week, and I'm not like a binge watcher. I watch something, you know, when it's on. I literally watched it. There's 8 episodes to watch it in 2 days and cried at the end. It's not even sad. I just.
Right, I will. I went to put it on, but my son goes, no. And turns it off and put his thing on. But I will. I'll start watching it today.
Yeah. Right, so next question. What's one piece of advice for any small business, non-TikTok related, just getting started on your business?
Make sure you put your time right, because you don't want to put too much time into your business neither, because you're probably putting time in that doesn't need putting in.
Yeah.
I personally recommend that every day, at least 5 days a week, you have 1 hour called the power hour, and you do everything you possibly can fit in that hour, and no phone, so you can't get distracted. I'll quickly go on that, and then you don't. Literally, you've got to do everything in that hour, and you'll probably get more stuff done in that whole week of them power hours than you get done in a whole month of just generally working.
Yeah, 100%. So how often do you post on TikTok?
2-3 times a week at the moment.
Instagram or TikTok?
As in a platform that I like.
Which you prefer?
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok. What's your favourite style of content?
Making stuff.
And last question, what's your number one tip for selling on live?
My number one tip on selling on live is just be yourself.
Oh, love those.
If you're not yourself, you can see it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that is all my quick fire questions. If anyone's got any questions for me or Nat, feel free to ask them. Nat, if you've got any questions, feel free. And if not, I think that's pretty much everything.
No, that's everything for me. I think we've covered everything from start to finish, really.
Yeah. Lucy in London said, how do you find content creators on TikTok? Do you use the Creator Suite or do your own research? So TikTok do have the Creator Suite, and they've got a huge variety of different content creators that you can work with.
I've literally just tapped into that, so this is something relatively new to me. So I have joined the affiliate side of it. So put my products on the affiliate side of things. But once you start doing that, there's a massive creators portal.
Yeah.
So you can start messaging all the big people. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to get back to you. Yeah. So I have now gone with the conclusion that I'm not even going to bother with the big ones unless I'm prepared to pay them. Yeah. And I'd rather go with people more like myself. That is more down to earth, you can talk to and get somewhere. We tried someone the other day for our first one called Jodie, and she's done amazing.
Yeah.
And And that's how, do you know what? It also taught me a lesson, because she sold out some of our stuff pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
That it's normally plenty of stock on there. And I thought, that's why I'm saying with the final thing, even we wouldn't cope if we even attempted it. So, yeah, I'm going to start smaller and build. I think I'd rather have lots of smaller people than one big person.
Yeah. Yeah, fab. So yeah, you can either do that, or if you do want to find, like, reach out to content creators for like user generated content side of things. If you search the niche that you're interested in, and like just kind of engage with loads of people in that, look through the hashtags, find people that you're interested in. That's another way that you can do it. You can reach out to people that way. Typically we've done that before for content creation, where if we've got a client that's wanted content creation and it's something that I can't personally do for whatever reason, it doesn't wouldn't fit if I was the content creator on, we'll kind of reach out to people through that way, just by researching on TikTok itself.
As a business yourself, have you ever thought about using another company as a guinea pig, but letting everyone know that they're the guinea pig? So basically, you choose a company such as myself, and you say, for the next 6 months, we're going to give you these calls, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but during that, we're going to be doing lots of content of us doing this with you, and what difference does it make to a company, so other companies know that your company is worthwhile in the first place to use you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely something that we're considering. We're currently, I think, about to try and do that with one of our one of our clients, but they're kind of our friend as well, and doing that for the TikTok shop, obviously, because we can't sell the products through ours, doing theirs and seeing how that goes over a 3-month period, 6-month period, whatever.
It's just sometimes, because there's lots of people like yourselves out there. There really is, and I've seen loads of people that can offer us magic, basically, and with using your help, our businesses are going to just be booming. But again, it's not going to be booming unless we put the actual work into it.
Yeah.
But I just think I haven't seen anyone clearly use someone as the guinea pig and say, like, this is the company, this is where they're at now, and this is what we plan to do within the next 6 months. And if they follow everything we say, and that company keeps coming on showing what they're doing because of what you're telling them to do too. So obviously we're continually saying, I just think it'll make a difference to people like showing what to do, rather than just saying we can do this, actual with facts behind it. See what we've done with this company.
Yeah, I think something that we don't do as much as we probably should is sharing the results of our clients. Like, do you know Bent's, the garden centre in Warrington? I assume you're from Liverpool ways.
Yeah, I'm from Liverpool, but I don't know that.
No, well, it's in Warrington. I didn't know before, but we did a 6-week campaign with them, and their videos were getting 1 million. They got loads of engagement, loads of traction, from 40 followers to 5,000. But no one knows that. I think
knows that, and no one knows that it was you that created that.
Yeah, so I think definitely
you aren't even doing the content that you need to be doing, even though you are the people that can make people do the content.
Yeah, because we always say that you forget sometimes when you're my job is obviously to help businesses on TikTok, but you forget to practice what you preach sometimes. I'll be saying to them, you need to be posting your customer reviews.
There is the key to any business at all, even my own. Practice what you preach.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things I can talk for England on the phone saying, do this, do that, this can sell this way, you can sell that. But I should be doing it myself with certain things that I'm not, when I can easily be doing it. So really, if we all practice what we preach, we'll probably be a lot better than we are right now.
Yeah.
But I do think you should choose a business. It doesn't matter what following on. They could be on 1, they could be on 100,000, because they've got to be somewhere different in 6 months.
Yeah.
Through your knowledge. Now, I found, there's someone I follow at the moment, which is similar to yourselves. So I will be looking into yourselves to see what you do similar to them. And it's made a massive difference in what I do. There's a lot of things I've done freaking backwards since I've been following this stuff. Do you know what I mean? And still things I don't do now because of the time, as I say.
Yeah.
So you need to dedicate your time and not try and spread yourself out too thinly neither, because that is pointless as well. Bullet point the first 10 things that you should be doing and do number 1 first.
Yeah.
And do not go on to number 2 until you've done number 1.
Yeah.
Because we all do it, and we can all like hold our hands up for that. We will try and do 90 things, and not one of them things gets complete.
Yeah.
So that my recommendation is everyone gets a blimmin' list, and you're not allowed to go to number 2 until you've done number 1. It will really help, and I am going to practice what I preach, and I am going to do content of me doing that.
Yeah. I think, have you ever read the book? I think it's called Eat That Frog. We've got it there. And it's about like, you've always got that thing, the frog, which it's on your list and you never do it because you think, oh, I'll move that to tomorrow, but it's not that important.
Yeah.
But you've always got things on that list that you're moving. So you just need to sit down, do the list.
Do that list before you actually create your next list. That needs to do from the list you haven't done. But the reason you created the list in the first place is because it needed doing. Because you wouldn't have put it on your list if it didn't need doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am going to go with some of them. I'm going to practice what I preach, and I am going to do it from number 1.
Yeah, fab.
100%.
Well, just have a quick catch up with the comments, and then that should be everything. So I think Jennifer and everyone's just been having a little chat, I think. We've answered that one. Lucy in London said, this is so useful and interesting. Thank you. I agree with going smaller and more niche. Thank you for listening. Andy Pierce said, have you heard of the Love Agency? Are they real? I haven't heard of them. Yeah, and I think everyone's just kind of saying thank you. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure that you give Nat a follow. She, is obviously doing fab on TikTok, so make sure that you're supporting her as well.
Yourself.
Yeah.
I think if you just want to get somewhere, you just want the content ideas, you want to actually put everything in the right funnels that it should be, then she's your lady to go to. And before she's too busy.
Right, well, yeah, thank you everyone. Have a lovely day, and thanks Nat for joining, and I'm sure we'll have you back on in Feb.
Well, hopefully you do, and hopefully you see a difference.
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you everyone, and see you soon.
Bye, Anna.
Bye.